Hello. In this video, I will be showing you how I have used Power Query to create a consolidated sheet in which I have some informations. So for as of now, I have three sheets available: orders, prices, and discounts. In orders sheet, I have a table of information where I have order ID, customer name, product ID, product quantity, and customer's email address. Then in prices sheet, I have a table of product ID, products, prices per unit, and in the product, I have chosen these electronics products. And in the discounts table, I have something like product ID, product, minimum quantity, and a percentage discount. So, for example, if person order minimum quantity is 5, then discount percent is 8. Now, let's move to Power Query Editor and make a sheet here. So, I have loaded these three tables already in my Power Query editor. So if I show all these three available are here. Now I will do is I will select merge query as new, and in this I have orders table and I have prices table, and I will use product ID to multiply it and select OK. Now when I will expand this, I will select price per unit because product ID and product are already available. Then I will do is in the same sheet, I will merge or the current sheet with the discount sheet with the product ID again. And when I will expand it, so I will select discount and minimum quantity. So if I select OK. So now I can show you like all these informations are available. Now I have to add two columns here. One is total price and another is final price. So in final price, it will be the calculation based on discount. To add column, I will go to this section add column and I will select a custom column here, and custom column name I will give is total price, and for the formula I will use quantity multiplied by price per unit. I will select OK. So now this total price has been evaluated, and then I will add one more custom column here, and its name will be final price. And for the calculation of final price, what I will do is if quantity is greater than or equal to minimum quantity, then I will use the total price multiplied by 1 minus discount percent divided by 100, else I will use the total price. Yeah. So I will click OK. Now I have this sheet available, and I will do is duplicate it and rename it let's say consolidated with sheet, and I will rename it to detailed sheet. Now, in for the consolidated sheet, I will use for making the Power Automate query for sending an invoice. So for this, what I will do is I will go to now I will do this group by operation. For this, I am using order ID. Then I will use the customer, and I will use the email. Column name will be total order value. Operation will be sum, and the sum will be based on the final price. I will select OK. So now I have consolidated sheet available for each customer and their order ID. For after this, we will move to Power Automate and create a Power Query. Okay, in this part of video, we will be seeing how I will create a flow using Power Automate. And what I have done here is I have this communication site like SharePoint where I have created a list which I will be updating. This is my hardware sales detail Excel sheet which I used Power Query to make a consolidated information. And here I have a Excel file available where I will be storing the information as well. Now, in the create flow, I will use instant cloud flow and my send invoices to customer. I will use manual trigger flow. Then I will select create option. In the first step, what I will be doing here is I will be loading the data from my hardware sales detail. So for that, I will be using list rows present in the table. Now I will select the location of the file, OneDrive, OneDrive, assignments folder. I have hardware sales detail, and from the table, I will select consolidated sheet. In the next step, I will use control apply to each, and from here I will select the value because I want all the values to be added in my info next step. So in this step, I will be using email. So for that, send an email v2. This I will be using to specify the email addresses. Since I have that email addresses available in my Excel sheet, so I will use dynamic content. Then my subject line will be something like your order invoice, order ID, and then my body is something like this. So, dear customer, thank you for order. Below is your order summary, and here is order ID and total amount of this, and then my email is done. Now I will add a section to update the list. So for that I am using create item. Create item here I will select SharePoint. In this I will use my communication site, and in this I have a list called order status. In the title, I will add order ID, customer name, email address, total order value. For the timestamp, I am using right now UTC, and the success. Here I will add, and then I will do is add a parallel branch because I have to update the Excel sheet as well. So I will select here, add a row into table. From here I will select again like location. So I'm using here OneDrive. OneDrive. Invoice sent status. Table 1. Okay, so now order ID, customer, email, total order value. For the timestamp using UTC, and email status as success. Now I will save this, and now my flow is ready. I will test this flow. All the connections are okay. I will click continue, and I will select run flow. Done. Now my flow is running here, and as you can see, the email notifications started. I will wait for this apply to each part to get completed. So as here we can even see the outputs also. So once the operation is completed, we can see the outputs. And now as we can see, this update item to the list is also done, and add to the row is also done. Now if I go to this invoice status, so you can see that the entry has been made. So the email address and all the information has been stored here. If I go to communication site, my list, and here also we can see that information is stored, like order ID is available, name, email address, order value is being stored. And if I go to email, here also I can see that order ID, email, this was sent. Although I was using a fake email address, so it does not eventually get delivered due to wrong recipient. But ultimately, I can see that in the sent, like I have this information. So the subject line is available, and total order value amount is visible. So thank you for this part. And next part, I will be showing how I used Power BI to create the dashboard. In this part of video, we will be seeing the Power BI implementation based on the Excel sheet which we have done in the previous part, like the Excel sheet which we have used for Power Query and Power Automate. So if I just make it full screen, so here I have divided this BI dashboard into two parts. One is the product summary and another is the customer summary. So if we see in the product summary, as on the right side we have pie chart available. So this pie chart bifurcation is done based on the quantity of product being ordered. So as we can see, the highest quantity is 831 for keyboard, and then second number is laptop, and the least quantity here is speakers, which makes the contribution of 254. Similarly, if we see on the left side, Oliver has made the biggest, second largest order as of now, and Ethan has made the first largest, or he is the largest order with almost equivalent bifurcation to all the products. Here we can see, and at the end, Victoria, Thomas, and Benjamin have made kind of negligible order compared to Ethan. But if I use this slider here, then we can see like Andrew has made an order of 5,323, and Thomas has made order of very small amount, 480. If we see about the discount percentage by product also, so keyboard has the highest discount here, and the pen drive had lowest discount percentage available. And if I just give a breakup based on the product as well, so if I select the keyboard, so we can see that Oliver has made the highest number of orders. But if I select, let's say, mouse, or maybe monitor, or maybe pen drive, so in this case, Ethan has made the highest number of orders, and Oliver was not involved in making the order of pen drives. Similarly, if we see about the speakers as well. Now, if I go to the customer summary dashboard, so on the left side, we can see a bar graph which shows comparison of the total price versus the final price. So total price was calculated just by multiplying the quantity with the order per unit price, and final price was calculated after considering the quantity, discount percentage, and yeah. So if the if so we can see that if there was no discount involved, then the total price would be around higher, like 1,20,000, and if the discount was given, so it is like around 1,07,000. And similarly, we can see for other user also there are multiple values available. If we talk about product quantity, by product, so in this case also is this graph is almost similar, but if I just bifurcate based on the persons who have made the order, so let's see if we talk about Oliver. So Oliver has made the biggest order of 37 laptops, then the second largest was keyboard, and then monitor, but he didn't make a order of other electronics, let's say speakers or pen drive. But in case of, let's say, Victoria, so Victoria has just made a order of 37 pen drives. And if I talk about Ryan, so Ryan has just made 43 orders of monitors. So this is about the customer and product information. And in the end, we will see the comparison between the discount percentage and the quantity by customer. So Ethan here has received the more discount percentage, and because his order quantity was higher compared to Oliver. So for him, order quantity was around 325, and the discount was of 150. If we see in the end side also, so Benjamin just got 18% of discount, but he made an order of like four products. but in case of Victoria, made a 37% of discount. Sorry, 37 quantity, like order quantity size was 37, but like discount was of 18. So this was all about the dashboard implementation on the Power BI. In this part of video, we will be seeing a small basic implementation of Power App. So I am using the same Excel sheet here available, and through this Excel sheet I have created a Power App. So in this Power App, I have added a header, order status, a drop down menu, and to search the order by right now I have implemented as a customer name, but I can also implement with the order ID as well. Search button. Here the list of all the orders are visible, and then I have added a second screen where I am showing the order ID and basic details, and I am adding this tracking number, status, and then I am updating the date in this scenario. So let me show you the simple demo. So if I click on the preview, so right now if I click on all, so here all the orders are visible. Then if I click, let's say delivered, so only one order which is delivered here is visible. And if I say click on dispatch, so here these two orders are shown as dispatched. Now if I go to all orders, and let's say I select Oliver, so if I click like do this text based, so this filter is shown. And now let's say if I go to Oliver, and if I see here the things are information are available, and let's say I select the status at dispatched, and select today's date, and click on update dispatch details, and now it is done. And if I go to this table, so Oliver information is updated like delivered, and today's date is being printed. So this is all about the implementation of Power BI, Power Automate, and Power Apps. Thank you.